I want to build an incredible life for myself and my family. And if you're here, I'm pretty sure that is exactly what you want to do as well. But it is so hard. And it becomes even harder when we look at people on the internet living their best lives, being productive, and accomplishing so many things. Every now and then I question myself, am I doing something wrong? Is there something that I don't know, or is there something that I am not capable of doing? Am I just not good enough to reach my goals? I have struggled with these thoughts for a very long time, and I know that you too have been struggling with them. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 4 of the most common traps that we fall into while trying to accomplish our goals and how to overcome them. Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Suraj, and on this channel, I share lessons and practical action items for people like you and me, people who want to build an incredible and fulfilling life. So if that sounds interesting, consider subscribing. Let's jump right in. There are 4 traps that we're going to talk about today, and the first trap is the trap of tutorial hell. For a very long time, I had wanted to become a photographer. So much so that I used to binge watch channels like Peter McKinnon, Matty Hapoya, Becky and Chris, and countless others. I would always watch videos about what is the best camera, mirrorless versus DSLR, full frame versus crop sensor versus medium format. I would watch such videos every night, and oftentimes I used to fall asleep with a video playing on my phone. I would only find it out after waking up to a dead phone. That was back in the day when I wanted to become a photographer. But even right now, even after my priorities have changed and I want to become a computer scientist, the situation had remained the same for a long time. To become a computer scientist, one of the fundamental things that I need to do is learn how to code. In the past months and even years for that matter, I used to spend most of my time searching what is the best programming language, what is the best tech stack, is Python dying, is JavaScript dying. And even though I know that the programming language doesn't matter, once you know the fundamentals of one language, you can learn as many languages that you want. I just keep learning. I keep watching random videos. But the problem is that it is really difficult to get out of this. The thing that we have to understand is we already know enough to take immediate action. In my case, instead of watching random tech videos, the most important thing that I can do right now is learn the basics of a language and then try to build projects in it. In the same way, you too already know what you should be doing. You know how to make progress towards your goals. The thing that you have to get out of here is the tutorial hell. Stop thinking that you will start taking action after learning everything that you need to learn about it, because you will not be able to. The learning process never ends, regardless of what subject it is, regardless of what sector it is. Most of the important things you will learn on the job, so stop trying to learn everything before you start. Just take action. You already know what are the things that you need to do. So do them every day. Use whatever help you need to accomplish your daily tasks. You need a Pomodoro timer? Use that. Need background music? Use that. You want to build a productivity system? Do that. Look, the most helpful thing that you can do right now is stop learning. You need to stop learning and start taking action. The second trap is the trap of becoming a productive procrastinator. Tell me in the comments how often this happens. That you have a very important thing that you need to do, but it seems so difficult that you'd much rather do anything else, which is exactly what you do. You put this important task for later, and you go and you make your bed, or you clean your room. Studying seems hard, so you watch how to study efficiently videos. Doing the work seems hard, so you watch how to be productive videos. Maybe that is exactly what you're doing even right now. The way to fix this, the way to stop being a productive procrastinator, is to understand that it is supposed to be hard. It is only because it is hard that it has its value. If it were easy, everyone would do it, and it would not have the value that it has. Imagine if everybody had a channel with 7 million subscribers, or if everybody could get an A+, or if everybody had a mansion. If it were easy, it would not be valuable at all, and we would not even want it. The reason that we desire these things is because it is hard. So we have to be willing to do the hard thing. That is the only way that we are going to accomplish our goals. The next time you feel that something is difficult, know that that is the way. The obstacle is the way to achieve your goals. To become a better version of yourself, to build your dreams, and to do everything that you've wanted to do. So do not hesitate to do those things. Stay strong and make progress. You can do it. The third trap is perfectionism. I was struggling with this even today. In my head, I was like, this video has to be perfect. This is why I had delayed it for so long. But if I had kept thinking that this video had to be perfect, you would not be watching this right now. And if you keep thinking that this project has to be perfect, that project will never be completed. What I have understood and what you have to understand as well is nothing can ever become perfect. There's always something that can be improved. But if you keep thinking that you have to improve everything and you have to do everything perfectly, you will not be able to do anything at all. There's also a scientific term for this, paralysis by analysis. For example, if a person has to make a decision between two things, they'll just keep analyzing the pros and cons of both the things. They become paralyzed by the analysis of the decision that they're about to make. So how do we fix this? Well, the easiest and the most effective thing that you can do is adopt the principle of good enough, moving on. Whenever you think that something is good enough, whenever you think that the project that you're working on is good enough or this video is good enough, use it. Yes, there are exceptions to this rule. For example, if you have to give the most important presentation of your life, you will want to give it your best. But cases like such will occur very rarely. And more often than not, you will be more benefited by moving on after something is good enough. So adopt that principle. Whenever something is good enough, move on. And trap number 4, distractions, aka social media. It's almost funny that people say you get addicted to your phone because of notifications. Well, the fact is that we don't even need notifications. Our smartphone and social media apps are so well engineered that we don't even need notifications. All of these companies, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and countless others, spend billions of dollars every year to hire people to hook us. They spend crazy amounts of money to hire the best behavior scientists and God knows what. And if you think that social media is neutral and you will use it only to stay connected, you're just being delusional, my friend. Social media is not neutral. They are spending a ton of money to keep you on their platforms, for you to use their apps. So how do you get out of this trap? What do you do? That is where friction comes in. Friction is the most powerful thing in the universe. The way to get out of the social media trap is to use friction. But how do you do it? Well, for starters, you can use social media in your browser instead of individual apps. So instead of using Instagram the app, you can go to instagram.com in Safari or Chrome. You'll still be able to use Instagram in your browser, but the experience won't be that smooth. And because of that, you might not enjoy it as much. Another thing that you can do to add friction is, after using the social media platform in your browser every time, log out. Once you start logging out of the website in your browser, it will make it harder for you to log in again. And because of that friction, you will just enjoy the process a little less. And the final and one of the most effective things that you can do is remove fingerprint and Face ID from your phone. The way this works is that you remove any easy way of getting into your phone, which could be your Face ID or your fingerprint. After you've done that, what you do next is you go to settings and you change your passcode. You remove the 4-digit or 6-digit passcode and you put a long alphanumeric passcode. Now every time that you need to use your phone, you cannot just unlock it with your Face ID or your fingerprint. You will need to open it and type the long alphanumeric passcode that is there, and only then you'll be able to get in. There are a whole lot of other things that you can do to add friction to using social media. If you want me to make an in-depth guide on getting rid of social media addiction, let me know in the comments. For now, this is how you get out of the 4 traps that keep you from accomplishing your goals. And if you're looking for a simple and effective productivity system that you can use to accomplish all your goals, watch this video up next. I'll see you in that one. Bye bye.